My friend just sent me the listing for this ultra rare JDM Civic Type R. This thing is so crazy. I gotta check it out. We're gonna head out right now and look at it. It is 5:30 in the morning, and I just drove across 2 states to get this ultra rare piece of JDM history.
With humble beginnings as a practical, affordable economy car, the Honda Civic became a smash hit shortly after its start in 1972. At a time when the oil crisis was on the front pages, Honda's innovative engineering brought the Civic up to #1 on the EPA's list of America's most fuel-efficient cars, and demand could not have been higher. Fast forward to 20 years later, and the Civic's affordable price tag helped it take on a whole new role. That, plus an abundance of aftermarket parts and the rise of the import tuning scene, turned it into the hot rod of the 90s.
Let's take it for a spin. I don't think the speedometer is supposed to do that. We got a check engine light. Wow, this clutch is worn out. Ooh. She's a ripper. We are unleashing the 70 horsepower. But it's not actually a Type R. It's a joke. Pull some sick drifts. We're gonna swap a 2JZ into it. We're gonna put nitrous in it, and we'll be pushing about 5,000 horsepower in no time.
The car needed a lot of work, but after driving 6 hours to go see it, I wasn't coming home without it.
That it?
Yeah.
No way! Wow, this thing is fucking slammed, dude. There's like 3 fingers down in there.
3 fingers, just the way your mother likes it. The previous owner had included an exhaust with the car.
It's just cut from the headers?
Yeah, just the headers.
Damn. Let's go whip it.
Alright, you wanna see what this thing can do?
Yeah.
How about that? We're gonna rev up the car, and then we're gonna take the clutch pedal out as fast as we can. And that's how you learn how to drive stick in under 30 seconds.
We got cops!
All of a sudden, police were canvassing the whole neighborhood, questioning residents if they'd seen a green Honda. We had to rush it into John's paint booth to take some of the heat off. Turns out, driving around with no license plate and no exhaust might not be the smartest idea.
This is like in Gone in 60 Seconds when they had to put the cars in the safe house.
We need to do a color change now, Henry, to hide from the cops.
With the Civic safe from the government authorities, we let it cool down overnight and came back the next day to start fixing it up.
Among the many problems that this car has, one of them is the check engine light. On a newer car, on an OBD2 car, you would plug in some kind of OBD diagnostic tool. It would tell you what the code is, and that would be what the check engine light is. Now, with this car, it's a little older, it's OBD1, so basically what we did is we jumped the diagnostic port with a paper clip, and basically what that does is it flashes the check engine light. When you have a long flash, it indicates a digit in the tens place, and then a short flash indicates a digit in the ones place. So all we got was one long flash, so that would indicate code 10. When you look it up, code 10 is intake air temperature sensor, which we have one of those right here. So we're gonna put it on and see if that gets rid of our check engine light. Got this nice hole here, that's important. And it's clamped on real tightly too. It's out. Look how grody this is. Let's unbox our new guy. So nice and beautiful and clean. Insert you. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if our check engine light is gone. So far, so good. Maybe if I drive around a bit, it'll come on. Let's see. It's so fucking loud. It's gone. Check engine light. No mas! We fixed it. That was the easiest freaking fix. That was $26 to fix a check engine light that the previous owner, I guess, didn't know how to fix.
Up next on the agenda was taking care of the exhaust. I thought it would be as easy as bolting on the parts that were already in the trunk, but it turned out to be not so straightforward.
This stuff is not for your car.
What is it for?
It's a different car.
Oh,
I
jeez.
have to.
That's why they didn't put it on.
Yeah, because not. This is different model.
The exhaust also didn't include a cat, so we had to add one in to comply with government regulations. A few welds later, and our exhaust was done.
Let's hear how it sounds. Ooh, that belt squeal. Oh my God, it sounds way better. Thank you guys. It's still loud and it's still going to attract attention from the enforcement authorities, but it's much better than it was before. It's so much better, but it's still so bad. Oh my God, this car is so just like cliche racer. So cringe.
Next up, we had to replace the worn out clutch.
Not in 2 hours though, we're not gonna do that again.
This car was so low, we had to jack it up just to get it on the lift.
DNA Motoring Coilovers, a reputable brand in motorsports. There's the flywheel right there. Looks like they're missing the cover, so all the dirt and grime just gets right into the clutch disc. It's a surprise that the clutch is worn out. It's honestly shocking that it's not leaking.
It's a front wheel drive car, so first thing we gotta do is remove the drive shafts.
Oh, there we go. Everyone has left, so it is now just me
and you. A few bolts later, and we were ready to pull the transmission out of the car.
So one of the bolts that I pulled out was covered in oil, and if we take a closer look, that is covered in metal flakes. It's like glitter glue. Oh my God, this car. If you're curious what a 90% worn down clutch looks like, this is it. You can see that the friction material is basically all gone. This has some burn marks on it. And then if we look at the flywheel, you can see that it's got some burn marks too and pretty well worn down. The clutch that we've taken off is a Daikin clutch. So it's Japanese and it's probably the Honda OEM clutch. The clutch that the previous owner gave to me because he had bought a clutch but never installed it is this Power Torque. So hopefully it gives us a lot more power and more torque because we don't have any right now. Now you can see this is made in China. So you know it's a quality part. That's what it looks like. Got that font that's on everything you buy from China. So it'll be interesting to see how long this holds up. Maybe a better question is, which will last longer, a Chinese clutch and flywheel or this engine? Let's get this finished so we can find out. For the last 3-4 hours, I've been trying to get the transmission to connect with the engine without a clutch alignment tool. Deja vu, right? And I finally, just with enough screwing and unscrewing and putting it back and I finally shoved it in, it clicked. We're in, we just have to tighten the bolts and that'll pull the transmission and just kind of pull the input shaft into the clutch disc and the pilot bearing and then we're good. And I've got an hour and a half to do this before John opens his shop in the morning. Oh my God.
Now we had to put everything back together as fast as we possibly could.
All right, moment of truth. Please, 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 please work. Oh, there we go. Oh my God. I finally get to feel what this car feels like with a normal clutch and a normal engagement point. Oh, it feels so much better. We're golden, baby. We're golden. Got so many noises. Just the squeaks and This car is so crappy. The suspension setup is not very good at all. I think they just wanted to lower it and camber it out. No consideration for performance or ride comfort or anything. I guess Civic owners don't care about those things. Something's fucking scraping on the ground. I have to look. Oh my God, this car is such an absolute piece of fucking shit. Oh shit, it's the cops. I'm gonna get pulled over. I'm gonna... Oh God. Are they following? Yep, they are following me. All right. Let's brace ourselves. God. I don't think I'm getting arrested. He's turning down the other road. Oh my God. It's a miracle. I'm not gonna get arrested today, but they were looking. I tell you what, if you wanna attract the most negative attention from the law enforcement authorities as possible, get yourself an old Honda Civic. I've owned this car for like 3 days and I've driven it like twice, and I've had the cops called on me once, and then there was that where they slowed down and stared at me. Oh my God, it's literally like stalling out. Do you hear that? I'm in neutral. It's the car is stalling out. This car, oh my God. Why do people like these things?